Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're on today, and whatever time you'll be watching this video. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Not Your Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with the C. Either way, Not Your Mama is a personality, not a person. Today we're going to read for the collective of Scorpio, the Scorpio collective. See what sort of messages Spirit has for y'all today. Or us. I could say us because I have like 5 placements in Scorpio. I have like 6 in Libra and 5 in Scorpio. So I can say y'all and us. Us and y'all. Scorpio. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that little bell notification. Drop down and say hello. Hello. What's up, y'all? I imagine everybody is having a great day. Or is at least, attempting their best at having a great day. So what fell out right away was the World card. I don't know if it was upside down or reverse. It was kind of sideways. So as I was shuffling, the World card fell out. So you might have had a completion of something, or there might be, it might be that there's some business that's left unfinished, because I'm not sure exactly which way it fell out. So it could be both ways, right? Maybe by leaving it unfinished, it's actually finished. It sounds like a conundrum, like jumbo shrimp, right? Oxymoron. What else can we tell the Scorpio collective? I don't know. I'm going to put this back in here. And if it's supposed to be out, then it'll be out. Just because I don't know which way it came out, I thought it was important to at least, address that it did fall on the floor. But let's see what we got. Scorpio. Universe, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for the energies that Scorpio needs to be aware of. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Scorpio. Scorpio. We have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is somebody of an earthly nature, might be very good with math, accounting, science, could be a math professor, could be, just somebody that's really good with numbers, really good, maybe they're a card counter, or they like to do Sudoku, but somebody that's very, very, very good at maintaining, controlling, and investing their money, their material gains. Definitely some sort of earth sign, which is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We have the Tower. So maybe something fell apart with this person. And you have Judgment. Ooh. So it seems like in the present moment, there's some sort of like feeling of impending doom. Maybe it has to do with your financial situation. Maybe somebody needs to embody the energy of the King of Cups. It might not be an actual person that you're dealing with. It might be that you, something to do with finances. There's some sort of collapse around finances. With the Judgment here. And the World card that fell out. So there might be some sort of unexpected Tower moment, like bankruptcy or getting a judgment put against you in your finances. The universe might be asking you to embody the energy of the King of Cups or King of Pentacles. We have the Empress on top of the King of Pentacles. So maybe somebody was too careless with how they spent their money. Very frivolous. And I think you need to be more nurturing towards this King of Pentacles energy here. you know, taking stock, like investing wisely, not being so frivolous. Star in reverse over the Tower. So it's definitely something that maybe you invested in, and it definitely did not go the way you wanted it to. With the Star in reverse on top of the on top of the Tower, that's some pretty brutal energy there. That's like your hopes and dreams come crashing down, you know. And I think that it had something to do with something to do with money. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely a mundane type of energy. You know, this is something that was tangible to you at one point, you know, and you just ain't feeling it. You know, you're feeling like whatever you have invested your money in, you know, if you invested in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, or, you know, you made some sort of investment in property, or just some sort of investment, it just didn't go where you wanted it to go. It's like there's a collapse here. There was something missing. Or if you're asking if you should put your money into something, I would say no. If this is a question where you're like, man, should I invest in this? Should I do that? And my answer would be no, according to these cards here. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Star in reverse, the Tower. I would definitely say no. That there is with the Five of Wands in reverse. Five of Wands in the upright is usually about conflict and collaboration. But in the reverse, it's like there might be an end to conflict and collaboration. But I would definitely say, if you're trying to invest something, if you're trying to invest in some sort of financial situation, working in a yeah, this is definitely going, like, even the book says, I wanted to look it up in the book, you know, this is definitely a financial reading. I don't know why I wanted to look in the book, but it's like you've been going through a tough time financially or professionally. But it says your luck is finally starting to turn around. Lucrative new opportunities come unexpectedly and just in the nick of time. So whatever you've been going through in the past, that was like a major Tower moment that you had really high hopes for, you know, that there was some sort of collaboration with other people. I don't think that was working out in your favor at all. You know, not with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower, the Star in reverse. But everything happens for a reason. Like, you probably have learned some sort of very valuable lesson about either working with other people, you know, so now you can go out and do it on your own, you know, or you've learned what not to do. I owned a business for a while, you know, I had my own tattoo shop, and I was a horrible boss. I was like, oh, we don't have to work today, you know what I mean? I was a horrible boss. So I didn't end up keeping my tattoo shop because lots of different reasons, but I definitely learned some very valuable lessons during that time. You know, maybe you are learning through this collaboration with other people that you can do it yourself. You know, now you have a little bit more tools to work with and a little bit more understanding of like where it went wrong, so that way you can make it right. You're just not sure how to make it right. You don't see these options. You don't see how this falling apart was going to be is going to be a good thing. Like, you're right smack dab in the middle. It feels like you're right smack dab in the middle of it. And when you're right smack dab in the middle of something, you can't really see the outcome of it, you know? That's like watching your friend in a toxic relationship that you can see it perfectly fine what's going on, but they're in the middle of it and have no idea. So I kind of feel like you're in the middle of this situation right now. So you don't see how it's going to turn out to your favor. You know, you don't see how it's going to be in ultimately the best thing that's ever happened, you know. You have the Devil in reverse. You don't see how it's going to be the best thing that ever happened. You don't see how, like, you haven't discovered the qualities in which you learned how to overcome. You know, you learned how to, in the future you're going to see, you know, how devilish this past situation was, so that you can avoid any of these toxic behaviors in the future, you know. But right now I don't think that you see it. Right now, I just feel like you are totally engulfed in whatever this Tower moment is, in the loss of this financial opportunity, the loss of this financial business, the loss of some sort of cooperation, you know, collaboration with some people. And I don't think that you are like, you're not able to rise above the situation and see it for the actual outcome that it is. But it's definitely going to teach you how to be very much aware of hidden agendas of other people, of, you know, toxic traits inside yourself. Like, okay, well, I have to go to work if I want to make this business work. You know what I mean? Like, you're definitely learning a very valuable lesson here, and you won't be able to be tempted in the future. You will see those red flags. You will see those temptations. You'll see those traits pop back up in whatever this new future possibility is, and you'll be able to avoid them. But had you not gone through the situation that you're going through now, you would have no clue about how to deal with it. So now that you've gone through it, like, now you'll understand, like, how to deal with it, how to avoid it, how to not let that tower happen. But without this tower, you would have had no idea, you know. So I think you're just having a hard time, like, realizing and understanding that it's actually going to help you in the long run. You know, because in the future, when people come around with some fuckery, you know, trying to start shit, trying to put their 2 cents in, trying to do it their way, you know, pinching pennies off of your books, or whatever the situation was that you learned from this, or why this tower fell, like, you'll be able to spot it right away and avoid it. But without that happening, you would have never known, you know. You could have gone 15 years with somebody pinching money off your books and had no idea, but now you know what to look for, you know. Like, you know how to watch people and watch their movements and listen to what they're saying and what they're not saying and how they're saying it. You know, people have a tendency to tell on themselves. If you listen closely, people always tell on themselves. So you'll learn how to just kind of sit back and observe, you know, and be able to make appropriate decisions from there. But you'll be able to avoid whatever this toxic situation was, because you already have been through it. You've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. You know, so when it presents itself again, which in most cases, like, it comes full circle and it presents itself again, to see how you respond, you know, to see if you learned anything. Well, what did you learn from last time? But you definitely had some sort of devilish energy involved in whatever this financial situation was that you are in the middle of a collapse of. You know, if this is your story, then you're, like, in the middle of it. So you're not going to see how beneficial this tower really was until later. All right? Just keep your head up, stay focused. You know, towers only happen when they're built on faulty foundations. So make sure that you are reflective and, you know, kind of processing not only where you went wrong, but, you know, what you could learn from the situation to not have a repeat of that. Like, okay, well, I guess we cannot build a foundation in the middle of a swamp, you know? Oh, we're in the middle of a floodplain, you know? Make sure you do your research. Figure out where you're building, what you're building on, who you're building with. There's definitely difference in architecture, you know, in architects, in your construction crew. You know, you're not just going to go hire some crackhead down the street to install your plumbing. You know what I mean? So make sure you do your research and don't build on faulty foundations. You know, I think you're going to learn a lot from this situation, Scorpio. All right? So keep your head up and just be reflective, you know? I know it's kind of hard in the midst of it, because it feels like you're in the midst of this tower. But it's definitely for a reason. I love you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, Nacho Mama out. Beep, beep.